Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. It's almost June on the range and I am here with an announcement video. Okay, so June on the Range is the brainchild of the wonderful Michael K. Vaughan. There are a number of co-hosts and I will link them all below. This is where we read Westerns. Yes, I participated in this 2 years ago, the first year that it came out, and I was not a co-host, but I was like, I think I want to read a Western. I want to know what's going on. I had a lot of family members that loved Louis L'Amour and Zane Grey books, but I never really tried it. Saw them all over the place, but I never read one. So I'm here to tell you that this event is starting in June, and I'm here to encourage you to pick up a Western. And I'm actually going to give you some recommendations right now. The first Western I ever read that I gave 5 stars to was Shane. Shane is by Jack Schaefer. This small little book is jam-packed with action, with characters. Everything is just wrapped up perfectly. This book has a little something for everyone. So if you're looking to start your Western journey and you're not sure where to go, try and find Shane. It's a good place to start and you won't regret it. Okay, then if you're looking for something a little bit different, we have Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. Yeah, it's a Western. This is the Blood Meridian, or the Evening Redness in the West. Based on the historical events that took place on the Texas-Mexican border in the 1850s, Blood Meridian is an epic novel that traces the fortunes of the Kid, a 14-year-old Tennessean who stumbles into a nightmarish world in which the market of Indian scalps is thriving. I started this last year and I put it down. I DNF'd it because it was just too violent for me at that time in my life. I wanted to have fun. I did not want to live in this world. I'm going to give it a go again this year. So if you're interested, might be a good pick for you, especially if you're a fan of Cormac McCarthy. Okay. So that is on my pile of possibilities. Another pile of possibility is this one that I picked up last year at my library sale. And this is the Oxbow Incident. The Oxbow Incident, this is this from 1940? No, this is from 1962. And this is by Walter Van Tilburg Clark. Oh, and this book is old. You could smell it. Ooh, it's got that scent. It's got the scent like it's lived a little bit of a life, but nobody ever read it. It's pretty pristine and the pages are tight. First line, this is a part of the preface. If ever a serious writer bucked the odds against critical success, it was Walter Van Tilburg Clark when he set out in his first novel to lay bare some truths about human weakness and ugliness in a setting wholly suited to an ordinary Western. To begin reading The Oxbow Incident is to enter a world so familiar as to induce a kind of friendly carelessness. Memories come crowding in of all those books and movies and television shows about cowboys and rustlers and saloons. It is hardly surprising that many literary critics murmured only a cowboy story when they glanced at their review copies in 1940. The Oxbow Incident is a Western only in the sense that a Faulkner novel is a Southern or Dostoevsky novel is a Russian. Without the Nevada landscape, much of its tragic force would be reduced to a less troubling intensity. Without the raw, weathered cow town, its saloon that serves only one kind of raw whiskey, and its primitive machinery of justice, the incident would lose much of its distinctively bitter flavor. I'm intrigued. Have you read this? Comment down below and let me know. This is definitely one of the picks that I'm gonna read in June. Okay, then if you like a little action, but you also like a little romance, let me introduce you to Long Arm. Long Arm is a deputy U.S. Marshal who gets sent on numerous assignments that sometimes have, extracurricular activities going on. There's always something going on with Long Arm, and I enjoy these books simply because the females in the books aren't damsels in distress. They're a little more liberated and they're a little more forward, and I appreciate that. So Long Arm are Harlequin novels for men with a little spice in it, but there's guns and there's horses and there's bad guys to catch and all of that. But think of it like a Harlequin romance, but for a dude. Okay. Then if you really want to try to aim for the stars, there's Lonesome Dove. I read this chunk last year. It took me almost the whole month, but I did it. And it was 800, how much is it? No, I'm sorry, it's almost 1,000 pages. It's 900 pocketbooks. This is a pocketbook. What the hell pocket is that going to go into? 944 pages. It's a lot. This is a soap opera. This is a soap opera of the West. This has characters that show up like they're soap opera characters. I don't know how else to say it. You fall in love with these characters, and then something breaks your heart. And then you're rooting for someone, and then you're not rooting for them anymore. And then you're wondering about this person. And it's almost as if each day that they're on this journey, this wrangling journey, that it's an episodic type of book. That's the best way I can describe it. One chapter we're over here, one chapter we're over here, one chapter we're over here. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Did I enjoy it as much as a man would? No, I didn't, because I really just don't care for the word whore, and I really don't care for how they were talked about. Sorry, but it is. It's not, for a female reading this book, it's a different lens than a male reading this book, bottom line. But I equate it to a soap opera for men. That's all. And you'll love it. Or not. Okay. Did I enjoy reading Lonesome Dove? I thought it was good. I had Sam Elliott in my head the whole freaking time. All right. Then we have nonfiction. Michael Sharos, winner of the Pulitzer Prize, The Killer Angels, the classic novel of the Civil War. I've had this for over a year, and maybe it's time I read it. This is a historical novel. In 4 of the most bloody and courageous days of our nation's history, 2 armies fought for 2 conflicting dreams. One dreamed of freedom, the other a way of life. Far more than rifles and bullets were carried into battle. There were memories, there were promises, and there was love. So this should be interesting. You all know that historical fiction is not my thing, but I do love me some Gettysburg. I do, because I don't live far from it. So I do enjoy the history of Gettysburg. Okay. If you want to go down horror, a little bit of horror, we have the West with a little something different. It's Vampires of El Norte. Vampires and vaqueros face off in the Texas-Mexico border in the supernatural Western from the author of The Hacienda. This is by Isabel Cañas. I haven't read it. I'm going to read it. I don't know when. Maybe in June. Not sure. But this is a great entry level if someone wants their Western with a little something extra. Then we have Outlawed. And this is by Anna North. And this is a female gang of cowboys that are trying to escape. In the year of our Lord, 1894, I became an outlaw. The day of her wedding, 17-year-old Ada's life looked good, loves her husband, and she loves working as an apprentice to her mother, a respected midwife. But after a year of marriage and no pregnancy in a town where barren women are routinely hanged as witches, so I would be hung as a witch? Her survival depends on leaving everything behind she knows. She joins up with the notorious Hole-in-the-Wall gang, a band of outlaws led by preacher-turned-robber known to all as the Kid. Charismatic, grandiose, mercurial, the Kid is determined to create a safe haven for outcast women. Women of Light. A dazzling epic of betrayal, love, and fate that spans 5 generations of an indigenous Chicano family in the American West, from the author of the National Book Award finalist Sabrina and Karina. This is just something different. What else? Is that it? Are those all my picks? Oh, and these. Okay, so I picked these two up last month. This is Hands Up. I'm definitely going to read this. Hands Up by Bradford Scott. The Ranger Ace tracks a gang of river pirates to a dead-end showdown of sizzling lead. Look at that cover. And then this one I'm definitely reading. This is Zane Grey, Wildfire. The classic saga of a girl in the West and a great horse. Where's Lucy? Presently asked Bostil. Some rider has seen Lucy riding off with her golden hair flying in the wind. This was an old story. She's up on Buckles? Bostil queried, turning sharply to the speaker. Reckon so, was the calm reply. Bostil swore he did not have a rider who could equal him in profanity. Farlane you'd orders. Lucy's not to ride them horses, at least of all Buckles. He ain't safe for even a man. Well, he's safe for her, Lucy, but I didn't say no. Boss, it's likely you did, for you talk a lot, replied Farlane. Lucy pulled my hat down over my eyes, told me to go to thunder, and then zip! She and Buckles were dusting it for the sage. Please tell me the language in this book isn't like that, or my brain is going to collapse in. I don't think it's that bad. This print in here is terrible, though. I think there's a love story hidden in here, too. Ooh! All right, everybody. So that's the whole deal, is for June on the Range, you're encouraged to read a Western. If you read a Western by Louis L'Amour, that's pretty much on theme. If you read a Western by Zane Grey, that's also on theme. If you are looking for something different, I gave you a bunch of recommendations. It is a really fun event, especially if you're not into Westerns. Let me tell you, I do not like Western music at all. My personal version of hell is country music playing 24/7, 365. I just don't like it at all. At all. Very difficult for me to stay calm when there's country music playing. Just not my scene. It's not my scene. So there you have it. June on the Range starts June 1st, runs through the month. I don't believe there are monthly prompts. It's basically just read a Western. If you want to read more than one Western, read more than one. You don't have to read it Westerns the whole month. You could just sprinkle it throughout. That's probably what I'm going to do. But if you're going to participate, comment down below and let me know. Let me know if you're going to participate in June on the Range, because it's a lot of fun, especially reading something that you're not familiar with, a new genre to you. It could get you out of a slump. It could introduce you to a whole new love of genre. So give it a go. All right, everyone, that's it here for me. I hope you're all doing well. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, goodbye for now. Giddy up.